It said everything happens for a reason, but maybe everything happens for a Reese's. Take noise-canceling headphones. Do they block hearing to heighten taste? That sound seems to show everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
He's here. He's here.
Let's go!
Keep your cool. Keep your cool. They're here. Keep your cool. Keep your cool.
I'm super excited. This is fucking
Play
so
it
badass.
cool. Play it cool, guys.
Leo and Benicio, let's go!
And what's up, Travis? What's up, Jason? How you guys doing, man?
It's an honor being interviewed by you guys. Thank you.
Our first podcast, fellas.
This is the first one? Oh, my gosh.
We don't know what's going on.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Yeah.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A Wondery show brought to you by Reese's Oreo Cups. God, I'm telling you, if you haven't tried these things, you need to try these things. The peanut butter cup with the Oreo.
You're not going to be disappointed.
We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey, my big brother Jason Kelsey out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Our Cincinnati Bearcats are coming to Kansas this week.
Yeah,
they got
baby.
the Jayhawks. Shout out to Matt Nagy, his son Tate Nagy. He's a freshman over there. I love the Nagy family. But the Cats are coming back to the Midwest. Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go! Stay on the win train, baby. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason,
Yeah.
why don't you tell the people what we got coming up? We got a fun one, man.
We have a really fun one. We got coming off of 2 wins for this past week for the Kelsey brothers. The Chiefs officially win against the New York Giants
Officially win.
in the Big Apple. Getting that monkey off the back. We'll also get into the real reason behind the Birds' comeback, the rest of an insane week 3, and Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro are here. So I don't know how the fuck we got these guys. Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
We get these guys.
I don't know. They're going to talk to
What
us
is
about
this show?
It's pretty crazy.
Oh my god, dude, I gotta make this feel a little more professional.
I don't
If
know
we're gonna
if
get
there's anything we're going to be able to
A-list
do to make this better.
actors, human beings, the best at what they do. Dude, we gotta
Gotta
be
lock
more
in.
professional. Yeah,
Gotta
we
lock in. Before we lock in, let's get to some of that new
New
news.
news coming in hot.
New news. New Heights is now on Prime Video. Prime Video customers in the United States can start streaming New Heights today through the Prime Video app on their favorite devices.
How about it, man?
There's now another place you can watch New Heights if you so choose. And quick update for our Wondery Plus subscribers. We will still release the show totally ad-free on Wondery Plus, but now we're making all of our previously exclusive content like old film clubs, Heights hotlines, yada, yada, available to everyone. So go check those out on whatever platform you prefer.
And now we also got some new news in Kansas City this Friday.
Kansas City.
The Kelsey Car Jam is back, baby.
That's this Friday?
It's this Friday,
Gosh,
man. I'm going to
dang
break
it.
out the old school. I'm going to break out some new old schools that I got. We got a 1990 Jeep Wrangler with the wood grain on the side. God, baby, let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's
Right now,
go.
I think it was made in 1989, baby.
It's a good year.
92%ers, we want to remind you guys the Kelsey Car Jam is this Friday. We'll have an amazing block party style event that showcases some of the city's top automobiles, including some of my personals. There will be food, there will be drinks, there will be games, and a whole lot of fun for everyone. There's only a few tickets left, so get yours now. Proceeds benefit 87 and Running, my foundation that helps out underserved youth in both the Kansas City area and back home in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and just the Cleveland surrounding area. 2 cities that I absolutely fucking love. So please show up. It's going to be a blast. It always is. And thank you for everybody in the Foundation 87 and Running for putting this on. Every single year blows my mind, and I can't wait to see it this Friday when KC comes up and shows out, baby.
No doubt. It's a fun one every year. Highly recommend it. Is Operation Breakthrough going to be there again?
Oh, yeah.
Be, right?
All the time. All the time.
It'll be great.
All right. Now, last bit of new news. Jason got a new side quest. Jason.
Travis.
Are you working on your saxophone skills?
It was the first time I played in a long time. It was
Dude, I thought you fucking crushed it.
well,
And this is how I know you crushed it,
Okay.
because I didn't hear yours.
yeah, no, that's why it was good. You
And as
couldn't hear
long
me.
as you don't, either you were faking it or you were sounding
playing.
good enough to where it didn't sound like a middle school orchestra where there was like that one fucking out of tune.
Oh, I was definitely
wrong
doing
note.
it. I was definitely doing it. You just couldn't hear it because it wasn't a loud enough instrument on its own. But
Dude, and what an epic fucking song. Are you kidding?
yeah, yeah. When they were like, we're going to do the Monday Night Countdown theme, I was like, all right. And I picked up the sax that morning and I was like, all right, I got to see if I can play this thing. I haven't played this thing in forever. And the last time I tried, I just like couldn't even make a sound at like this music store. I was like so bad.
Yeah.
And I picked it up and I'm like starting to play it a little bit. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I can do this.
What'd you play? Little hot cross buns? What'd you play?
I did do a little bit of hot cross buns, a little,
Let's
a
go.
little, oh
Mary
my
Had a Little
gosh.
Lamb?
Mary Had a Little Lamb. That was the other one.
Dude, I remember this shit like it was yesterday.
The
dude.
easy ones. And then,
Fuck.
and then I went right into it. And like, for those of you that
Take
don't
me-
know,
take me back to middle school
Barry
when you would
Sachs-
practice every fucking day.
Barry sax for marching band is whenever you're doing marching music and you're a bass instrument, you're pretty much just going
Simple.
bum, 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 while the brass and everybody else are kind of doing the melody. It was not the hardest piece of music, and I still found a way to fuck it up. But it was fun. It was fun.
Nobody knew you fucked it up, dude. I fucking thought you crushed it. The bit that they did where they actually showed like the full song, bro, I was a proud brother. And I couldn't hear you fucking up. So
No.
you must have played it
good.
perfect.
That's good. I mean, I just kind of fit in. I was getting a lot of help from a lot of the marching band members there. So these guys are awesome. Oh, we're going to play it. Here we go.
Okay. This shit just got me back fired up.
Dun, dun, dun.
So badass. I loved every fucking second of it.
Appreciate it.
I was sitting on the fucking couch waiting to hear your take on the Eagles game, waiting to hear your take on the fucking Sunday night game. And here you are with a fucking marching
Saxophone?
band,
Yeah.
which I fucking tell everybody, you were a linebacker that
Yeah.
had the most tackles in the game, a running
Yes.
back that had the most yards in the game, and you played in the
Played the
marching
marching band. Yeah.
at halftime, which you didn't do. But I
No,
think
never.
it's-
Never did.
You could have. You could have.
Could've.
And I asked the question, why not, Jason?
Because I was making halftime adjustments. All right. And
Yeah, I thought there were a lot of halftime adjustments
Yeah.
for the Cleveland Heights Tigers
that's right.
back
That's
then.
right. I was trying to catch my breath. But yeah, no, it was fun. I put the hat on and it was like, I think it could have fit if I would have readjusted it. But I was like, no, this is perfect. It reminded me, do you remember the movie Drumline?
Do I remember Drumline?
The one guy right before
All-time classic.
they get into the fight, they're doing it and he's got the thing is he's too fat and the thing's just in his teeth while he's doing it.
Is that what it is?
Yes. If we can pull up
I
that
don't
picture.
know if that's, I
That
don't
was in
know
my
if
head.
that's-
Like I put it on. I was like, I feel like that guy in the fucking movie. And I'm like, yeah.
Hilarious.
And then they're like, we can readjust. I was like, no. This is the way it needs to be. Don't readjust this. We can't make this needs to be comedic in some way. So
It has
yeah,
to
that was
be.
good.
This guy's just going to be in every marching band known to man.
Definitely not going to make this a thing.
Every marching band in the NFL, Monday night, Jason's hitting it.
I don't think there's many marching bands in the NFL. I think the Ravens are the one that have a full marching band. It's the largest marching band in all of the NFL, 150 people in it.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's a full marching band. It was pretty legit. And I like promoting the arts and promoting music and
Oh,
to
no.
have an instrument in my hand. Like I think a lot of the times you don't get to see that side at football
You made it look
games.
so cool, dude.
I did
I'm
not
like,
make it
wanna
look
play-
cool.
I
but
want to play saxophone. Yeah, you did. This
I
shit
want to
was
wear a
fucking
hat
awesome.
with a chin strap on my nose.
Yeah, well, you just have a big head.
I do. That's a Kelsey. It's a Kelsey trait.
It is. Thanks, Ed.
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. They were more than accommodating and made it super easy for me, which I appreciate you guys. Baltimore Ravens marching band. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for being really shitty at saxophone now, but had a blast.
Hold on. Do you want to see all the pictures your mom sent us?
Mom had a bunch of pictures. Yeah, that's when I was.
Oh my fucking gosh!
That's when I was playing alto sax before I switched to Barry.
Look at this.
It's a young Jason
Holy
Kelsey practicing.
shit. Oh,
That's Barry. That's when I got the big guy.
Oh, dude, look at that! What a fucking guy!
All right, let's get some bold topics brought to you by Gillette from week 3. Let's start with the Chiefs game. Little Chiefs 22, Giants 9 on Sunday night.
Back in the win column, baby. Back in the win column. Let's fucking go.
Does it feel good?
It does feel good. That was not a great performance, but a win is a win. It's hard to win in the NFL, man. And I'll take a win any way I can get it.
This is the first ever road win against the Giants in franchise history.
It's pretty crazy. Our franchise record against the Giants is pretty insane.
What is it?
It was like 4-13 or something like that.
Wow. I guess you think about it, like the Giants used to be good.
I don't think I've ever beaten the Giants up until today. I lied. I beat them before.
When you got into the league, the Giants were just fading away from that like Eli Manning Super Bowl era Giants.
And they were still had Eli Manning and they still beat us. Yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't Super Bowl era Giants anymore at that point. Because my second year, 2012, was the second Super Bowl they got, right?
Damn. You're like a dinosaur, man.
That was my second year in the league. I remember Marnie Morningwig. When we went to the holiday party, we were kind of out of it already. And I remember asking Marty, like, hey, who do you think is going to like win the Super Bowl this year? And the Giants are like 8-8, like nothing special. And he's like, honestly, I think the Giants are going to, they're peaking at the right time. Their defense is stacked. And he called that shit. They went on a run and freaking won the whole damn thing. So
shout out to Spags.
Yeah, there we go. All righty. Well, you guys got it done this week in the Meadowlands.
Yes, we did.
A little frustrating first half. It was a lot closer than it probably needed to be. Chiefs settled for 3 field goals in the red zone. Is that right? All of them in the red zone?
It was big red zone.
Yeah,
I don't think we got past the 30. We got hit with a few penalties that put us in 3rd and longs and kind of kicked ourselves once we crossed the 50. But Harrison Butker right there to punch him through for us and get points on the board. I will say it feels like we're rolling. It feels like we're starting to get this thing going on offense. Our defense is playing stellar. Both this game and last, absolutely phenomenal performances, and stopping the run is the biggest thing. And our DBs are playing really good. We had a few turnovers, and when you win the turnover battle, you typically win the game.
Helps out. Helps out.
And one of the craziest plays I've ever seen in my entire career was the Pat Mahomes pass that ended up being a backwards pass that he then went and ripped it out of.
I don't think that any other quarterback makes this play, dude. This was such
fuck was that. There was so much like chaos in my mind of I turned around like, what? We got it back? Like,
what do you think is going into Pat's head right there? Right when the ball hits the ground. What's he just
fuck?
No, but he's doing it in the right voice.
Come
He's
here,
like,
boy.
He's like, fuck.
Get it, Pop.
This was such an impressive play. He covered so much ground. And then just like, who has the foresight to like jump at the ball? Like,
dude, it was insane, dude. I told him afterwards, I'm like, bro, I still don't know how in touch. It's so insane from that angle. He just comes out of nowhere. That boy got heart, man.
It did feel like you guys are starting to get rolling on offense. Defense, like you said, has been playing pretty dang well, right? I mean, especially the last couple of weeks, they've been playing well. And you got Pop going, you got the run game kind of active. And then, it felt like Pat started, especially in the second half, taking those shots. We've seen Thornton open down the field for a couple games now. He's been waiting for it to kind of happen. And all of a sudden it started popping for him. Hollywood Brown made a couple big catches.
Hollywood's been playing fucking outstanding. He's been that safety net for Pat. And I think we're going to keep getting this thing rolling, man. Hopefully we get Xavier back here soon and got Rashee Rice back in the building. I know we don't get to see him for another 3 weeks, but he'll get his engine rolling and practices and back in the building and get the swagger back of having the whole unit together, man. Doggone. And even Juju Smith-Schuster, I can't say enough about what Juju is to this team in terms of his energy, his accountability. He's always in the right spot. Always there for Pat, especially in the rollouts, has a good feel for the game and the offense, and just feeling out zones and being in the right place at the right time, man. Just always accountable in the run game as well. So I think we're starting to catch some momentum as an offense. And I think that comes with, like you said, getting Pop going, getting Kareem going, and these big guys up front being able to just get off the ball and move guys. And that'll help out the pass game a lot.
And then it just felt like between Pop, the receivers, and every time somebody got a ball thrown to them, or they got a chance to make a play, everyone was fighting and running, and like there were broken tackles. It felt back to like some vintage like Chiefs, just like speed and energy and effort, and it was just fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch this past week.
Second half felt a lot more like Chiefs football.
I still felt like in the first half, even though the points didn't get there, it felt like guys were breaking tackles. It felt like guys were making plays. You know what I mean? Whereas if it's felt like for the last couple weeks where it's, even when the completions are made, it's like almost like a tackle happens right away, or, Pat isn't able to find anybody, so he takes off a run. It felt like now guys were going out making incredible catches, right? Like that Thornton catch down the field was a fucking fantastic play. Right after what happened? He got a penalty, right?
No. He caught the one right before, and as he's going down to the ground, elbow. It
moved. That's what it was. Thank you. And then to come back and to make that second one, I'm like,
the second one was even harder than the first one.
I don't know how the hell he caught that.
Just puts the point up in the air.
Dog.
Like, I got it. He got this
caught
one,
it through the defender.
No doubt about it.
Boom! That is such a great catch. Falling and like sticking your hands out, man. He is, dude. Love that dude, man. You've mentioned this kind of even on the side. You've been waiting for this kid to kind of come on.
He was a steal. I don't know how he got out of New England, man, but we're appreciative that they let him go, because he's a smart football player, sure hands. On top of that, can run with the best of them. A big body. Long arms.
Yep.
It's just he's a smart football player. Smart football players are going to fucking thrive in this offense, because Coach Reed's going to put you in positions to where you get those one-on-one matchups, man. If you know how to attack it, good things are going to fucking happen. And I think him, Hollywood, Juju, we've been rolling, and we've been getting this thing kind of geared in the right direction. And I think Pat's just going to keep dialing it in as we go, baby.
I can't imagine being a quarterback back there and trying to make decisions, because there's the amount of things you're trying to process on a play-by-play basis is intense. And the more you build chemistry with guys, I've got to think it makes those decisions a lot easier. And with Pat, 1, it feels
1,000%.
like, with Pat, it feels like obviously he has great chemistry with you. He's got great chemistry with Juju because he's played together. A lot of the other guys, like that is still kind of being developed in games. And like
Noah Gray, another guy had
that's right. Noah Gray
had a bunch of fucking. They didn't seem like big gains. He had about 30, close to 30 yards of yards called back just because of penalties and stuff.
Right.
Still the smaller the short gains of like 6 to 10 yards that you're seeing with just underneath routes and him getting vertical. I mean, that kind of stuff gets you a fresh set of downs. It gets you a third and short. You know what I mean? Your manageable situations. All that trust that you're talking about that gets built up in the offseason and in training camp and just being accountable in games, that just makes 1-5's job so much fucking easier. He doesn't have to think about, where you're going to be or anything like that. He can kind of just feel the game out from that point on. And man, when he's out there just, letting the game come to him and feeling the game out and just being the ball player he is, man, he's the best player in the world.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's obvious that he's building chemistry with all the guys out there, but I mean, the more he's building the chemistry with Tyquan Thornton, I just think, it's going to open up so much underneath if that big play, big strike ability comes up. It makes it much, much harder to defend everything you guys are doing. And either way, that moment was a spark. And I think the spark probably had been lit for a while for the Chiefs, but it started clicking after that. We also got to shout out 192%er who made it to the game, Erica Duchemin.
Hide your grandma's, motherfuckers.
I was waiting for the touchdown. Were you going to punch a grandma? Did you have a grandma in mind?
I didn't see any older women or anybody.
Nobody was asking for it.
Like a grandma. Yeah, everybody was hiding them. Yeah, I really didn't have too many chances to get a touchdown this game, but man, we were rolling as an offense, and when you put up some big scores, man, who gives a shit?
Dude, the sign was in fact confiscated.
What? I guess you can't cuss on.
You probably can't cuss or threaten grandmas. I think both of those are probably prohibited at Meadowlands or most NFL stadiums. We're going to get you to punch a grandma at some point this year.
Dude, I'm not punching anybody's grandma unless you dress up like a grandma.
I'm coming to a Chiefs game at some point this year dressed as a grandma. And if you don't punch me, I'm going to be furious.
I can't wait for the NFL to find me for that one. Go ahead.
Any thoughts on the rest of the game? You guys got the Ravens coming off of a big loss.
Huge game. Yeah.
Monday night.
They're going to be hungry, man. They're going to be hungry and pissed off, man. I'm sure they felt like they've handed these last two games away. And even though the Lions played a hell of a fucking
Lions were, it was honestly, I came away more impressed with the Lions than anything because I think the Ravens are legit, like unbelievable team.
They are.
And I still think they are.
Yeah.
But the Lions, especially off of that week 1 thing that happened in Green Bay, it's like, there's a lot of questions. Yeah, they played better against Chicago. Let's see how they do against Baltimore. They were them Dan Campbell Lions across the board. Yeah. Like they did some creative things, but they also
the run game. Yeah.
Well, they lost Frank Ragnow this offseason, retirement. Zeitler left, but they went back. They were doing some creative stuff, but there was also just like, dude, they were lining up and running right at them. They were running duo up and down the field.
I don't know what play it was of some version of jab rub or just like
there was some creative stuff off of it, and they had but for the most part, like it was pretty obvious. They got a big edge and they ran right at them. And there's not many things that are more like it deflating, demoralizing than a team that just lines up and you know what's coming and it still is coming at you. Like it was an impressive game from the Detroit Lions. And you're right, Baltimore. I mean, John Harbaugh, he's in there this week.
Oh, come on. I think they got enough guys and enough vets on that team to where it doesn't – I don't even think it takes Harbaugh to come in and challenge those. Those guys are going to want to get that shit fixed themselves.
Yes.
And I expect them to be fucking rocking
and rolling,
get their best,
coming in there for sure.
Yeah. But excited for the challenge, baby. Excited for the challenge. Excited to take this thing up another notch. This is why we play the fucking game, baby. Let's move on to some other football news out of week 3. Some other big stories. Eagles 33, Rams 26. Let's get to your birds, brother. Jason, you and Kylie were at the link for this game. We were getting some updates on what was going on as it wasn't going well for the birds to start off.
It's terrible. It's a terrible start. Well, actually, to start the game, it went incredibly well.
Yeah.
They dialed up I don't know, we called it a replacement blitz or a simulated pressure where it feels like a blitz, but it's really only a 4-man rush. Zach Bond read Stafford's eyes just like very well.
Hell of a player, man.
And like typical quarterback, like he felt the blitz come, throw where the blitz came from, should be a hole there. And Zach just made an incredible play and started out, capitalized on that, scored a touchdown, a little tush-push action, and all of a sudden we're up 7-0. I think this game, there we go. Eagles are back. And then it proceeded to be about 2 quarters of some of the most horrendous Eagles football I've seen in a long time. It was bad. It was bad. I mean, the way it's ended for me wasn't great either, but I think we had 5 3-and-outs. Like you want to talk about like struggling. We were struggling. And
you start hearing the boos or?
Oh my gosh, second drive. It was like one of those where like it was like a 3rd and long situation, and like I feel like it's hard. Like, what do you call it? You go to a screen, you go to a draw to like try and just get something back because you know you're not picking it up, and then immediately it's like boo, and it's like I mean I feel it, I get you, but it was
that's tough, man. Fuck.
Listen. First of all, the Rams are a great team. Their defensive line is stacked. Their offense is stacked. They do not have
a fucking top quarterback, and he's been doing it for a long time.
Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, like they are loaded. Kyron Williams that was the one thing that was the most surprising. Our run defense has been pretty good, and Kyron was giving it to us for a couple quarters there. And the Rams are playing a hell of a game. They had a hell of a plan coming in, and it feels like a lot of the times when you're caught in that moment where you're going 3 and out, you just need one play to kind of happen to get some momentum going, and it just wasn't. And you go into the game with all these openers and everything for especially first and second down, and sometimes they're just not there, and you're just waiting to get a play off. And it was just like a nonstop sack here, they missed an assignment here. The safeties rotated.
Dude, it's the worst.
It was like a perfect.
Worst.
It was just like a never-ending, just kind of misfortune as well as like poor performance.
Ended the half with -1 passing yards, which is, I mean, impressive, but not the impressive stat that you want.
In times where that's happened before, one of the things I think the Eagles have done a great job, especially with Jalen, is just going on the ball. Let's get into like our bread and butter. Let Jalen be point guard, right? It was fun to watch in the second half because you got to see, what these guys are capable of when they are performing at their best. And everybody's been waiting for A.J. Brown to have a game this year. It's been a frustrating start to the season for him, I'm sure, and for the entire team. And for him to go out there and just like, not even the first catch over the shoulder, he had like a third down catch where he's 2 yards short, right? And he's throwing people off of him.
One of the strongest players in the league.
He is incredible.
Well, everybody loved watching the second half, except for Kylie.
Well, Kylie is very superstitious, as we all know.
And you know what? Everybody knows.
She doesn't mess around with these superstitions.
One of my favorite TV show episodes of all time is how much the fan superstition really fucking matters. And it was your episode on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And sure enough, she turns around one time and just says, you know what? Go ahead. Why don't you tell the story and how it all unfolded? But
honestly, she turned around. I think this was right before the drive with the big throw to AJ. And we're all celebrating because we finally got something going offensively. I look back and Kylie's seen it back. She said, we got to change the mojo up. We got to change the mojo up. She started switching around. Yeah. And then we end up scoring that drive. And it's like, yeah, Kai, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to turn around for the rest of the game. Yeah. It wasn't even me saying that. Like Kylie was saying to me, like, hey, Jay, sorry, I'm going to be turned this way watching the rest of this game.
Can you give me some updates?
And then it was working out so well that Hannah Einbinder joined in right here. She started looking the other way. It was a full team effort of anything they could do to try and send the juju their way. I mean, it was an awesome second half. It's not the way you want to win in the NFL, right? Like, full disclosure, the Rams should have won that game. Like, they outplayed the Eagles. But sometimes things aren't going to go your way. You're going to what you expect and prepare for, it doesn't happen, and you struggle. And to be able to, get a win when you play like that and the game gets dictated like that, and to not quit when you're down 26-7 in the third and to keep fighting and clawing to the very end and to come out victorious, I just thought was an amazing outcome for what otherwise was an abysmal day for the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Yeah. So they get to move forward now, and I guarantee they're going to be hard at work fixing this, right? They're going to be hard at work. Hey, how do we get out starting better? And it's one of those where one of the problems when you win is that things kind of get masked. And one of the great things about when you lose is like everybody's motivated to make all these corrections because we just lost a football game. This is one of those where like it feels like we lost. So I feel like a lot of the coaches are motivated to correct some things, but at the same time we didn't lose. We won with one of the most spectacular finishes to a game I've ever seen with Jordan Davis. I mean, not only blocking it, picking it up and running it back for a touchdown. And by the way, like
at 300 and whatever fucking pounds he is. What a fucking beast.
And I could not be happier for this kid. He is such a workhorse. He has matured so much.
He started hitting the weave. He's like, dude, I know I'm getting caught. You love it when it happens to good dudes, man.
And not only were the Eagles fans going crazy because the Eagles just won, the spread was 3.5. So even if it's just a block, like most of the fans in that stadium are losing because they're taking the spread as well. And all of a sudden, his man picks it up, runs it back for 6. A lot of Eagles fans were extremely happy on that one.
That's an SVP bad beat.
Bad beats. There. That is a definition of a bad beat. That's a great play that's illustrated how far he's come. You know what I mean? Like he's always had the potential, and to see how he's gotten his
second year guy.
No, third year. Third
year guy. Oh, I apologize.
I'm actually might be fourth. Is he a fourth year? He was the year before Jalen. I played a year with Jalen. This is Jalen's third year, so it's got to be his fourth season.
Interesting.
So JD, he came in like a young kid, and I just think that you see the maturity and the growth that he's had as a person and a player. He's gotten his weight under control. He's in better shape than he's ever been in, and it's paying dividends on the field. He is playing lights out in the middle of the defense right now. And that was just like an awesome moment to really solidify him on the national stage. So happy for Jordan Davis and everything he's put in to get to this point, and happy that the Birds were able to get a win, man.
How about it? Fat guy TDs, man. Most exciting play in football every time. It'll never not be the most exciting shit you'll ever see. Fat guys running, period, man.
It's the best.
You get some big boys fucking hauling ass, man.
That is one of the great things. Dude, it's one of the great things about football is that on one side you have like Tyreek Hill, who is just like the most agile human being I've ever seen. And then on the same field, you have this Jordan Davis, 340 pounds, and he's still like an incredible athlete in his own right. I mean, I'm even outside of that, you got offensive linemen that can't even get up to like 15 miles an hour running out there. And it's just the disparity of athletes and body types in the game of football will never like get old to me. It's just so fun to watch.
It's a beautiful thing, baby. Final thoughts on the game?
Final thoughts are, I think I'm happy that we won. Damn happy that we won. We got a lot to fix. But again, it's one of those things. I think it's encouraging when, it just felt like one of those days where a lot of things are going wrong. We weren't playing well. Let's face it, the Rams have spent all offseason trying to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. They lost the playoff game. So all offseason, they've been dedicating resources and everything to defeating Philadelphia. And I thought they had a great plan coming in. Their players played hard. And for the Eagles to win despite a lot of bad play and things not going their way, I mean, that's it's about as good as you can ask. And now they get to make the corrections moving forward.
Half of our fucking wins were like this last year, dude.
Seriously. There's something about teams and players, and I know the Jalen thing has been brought up. Like, everybody just says, like, all this dude knows how to do is win. And I really do think that the Eagles are uniquely positioned in their mindset of like they want to win, and they're collectively motivated in how they prepare and perform, and everything is designed to just increase the optimal chances of that happening. And it's one of the reasons why they oftentimes end up getting it done.
The Eagles game also gave us a new football term.
What's that?
Wrong game dickhead.
Wrong game dickhead. Wrong game dickhead. What's that?
Anybody who wears a jersey that's not Eagles or Rams is a wrong game dickhead. Like that's what it is.
That's a fair point.
And
the Dolphins guy right there.
He's a wrong game dickhead.
Or the guy with the Amani Toomer jersey right here.
Why would you go to an Eagles and Rams game and wear an opposing jersey like that? Like, it makes no sense. Wear a white t-shirt. Wear a black t-shirt. If I see that, I'm going to call you out. You're going to be on my Instagram as wrong game dickhead.
Can people follow that somewhere?
At Joey D 3444.
All right.
Instagram.
For all the wrong game dickheads, follow that.
That's pretty fucking good. I can get on board with that.
I get on board with it too. I mean, that's like, you go over to like London or some of these international games.
That's a different world. They don't get to see football as much. And
it does feel weird when you're at a game and you see a jersey that's not of one of the two teams playing. It's like, what are we doing here? You're just announcing that you don't care about this game? Like, I don't understand what the purpose of this is. Like, you're a Justin Jefferson fan? I get it. This is great, but this isn't the time to be. I'd rather you just wear another sport at that point. Like, just wear like a New Jersey Devils jersey. What the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't know.
That's fucking funny.
Anyways, I can get on board with that for sure. We also have an insane witching hour in the span of 15 minutes. Talk about one of the most insane 15 minutes of NFL football watching Sunday from this past week. The Eagles obviously blocked a field goal, then scored a go-ahead touchdown, then blocked a game-winning field goal with a scoop and score. That was an insane 15 minutes. But also in that same time frame, the Browns down 10-0, tied it at 10, then blocked a game-winning field goal from the other team, only for a few plays later to kick their game-winning field goal. The Jets were down 23-6, and Tampa is kicking a game-sealing field goal to go up 9. The Jets blocked the field goal, score to go ahead 27-26. Baker then, of course, like Baker does, leads another fourth quarter game-winning drive. 7 game-winning scores in final 3 minutes on Sunday ties a record for a single week. In
Football's
total,
better than it's ever been, baby.
It is. I mean,
How about
this
man?
is why it's the best. This is why it's the best.
It's better than it's ever been, man. Fuck.
In total, 4 blocked field goals in the fourth quarter on Sunday is the most in a single day since at least 1991. Have you guys been talking about this? Like, why are the blocked kicks feel like they're way up?
Why are
like,
people trying to get rid of kicking?
What are you talking about? Punts?
No, dude. Everybody's like over here like, why is kicking apart? Because it's a fucking electric play.
Well, it is when you block it. It's not electric when they just are making 60-yarders like it's fucking nothing.
Still electric.
No.
But it's electric because you're sitting there waiting to see whether he's going to make this 60-yarder for the game or it's going to get blocked.
Well, that's everybody's point, is that it's been too easy to make these longer field goals now, and people are tired of it not being like, oh, is he going to make it? But now, yeah, I mean, listen, if people are blocking 4 field goal kicks, yeah, I'm in. Let's fucking go to it. I'm all in on this. There's nothing more exciting than a block kick, especially a block kick for a score. Like, that is such a huge momentum shifter to end a game on that. I mean, that's better than a walk-off home run. Think about it. Ending a game, blocking a kick, picking it up, scooping and scoring. Epic. That is like a walk-off of all walk-offs right there. That is insane.
100% it is. Yep.
Gosh.
That's epic.
All right. Is any sport ever going to come close to NFL? No, it's not. Because no other – and here's why. No other sport plays this many games at one time. Like the NFL 1 o'clock time slot and the 4 o'clock time slot, you know you're going to get so much action in the span of 8 hours. It's the greatest. That's why everybody looks forward to it every single week. It's all at the same time. And like I'm sitting in the stadium and I'm trying to watch the game, and I'm also on my app watching YouTube TV, other games. I'm checking the scores on ESPN. I'm like, dude, being a fan, you don't know this yet because you're still playing. Being a fan is fucking incredible. Like, you get to watch so much shit. I've been a fan first. You're acting like I haven't been a fan of this my entire fucking life. Yeah, all right, you're going to find out. You're going to be seeing it a lot more when you're fucking at the game on 1 o'clock and all this shit's happening across the league and you're fucking.
I was at your fucking 1 o'clock games.
All right, whatever. You're not, but you don't appreciate it the same way until you're done. You're still so focused into the Chiefs. And I still love the Eagles, but now I'm looking at more of like everything happened across the league. 1 o'clock on Sunday is like, fucking, let's go, baby. God damn, that's a fun time to watch
Fire
football.
me up, man.
All right. Last thing from week 3. This tweet was during Thursday Night Football, but we thought it was important to address it. From Got CTE from playing peekaboo. That's funny. Ineligible man downfield penalties are fat phobia to offensive linemen. Let the big men roam where they damn well please. I love the tweet. I think it's hilarious.
Hilarious tweet.
But and as much as I would love to go downfield, I do think it's pretty unfair if a lineman is downfield engaged with a linebacker who's supposed to be covering like a hook to curl. I think we can agree that we should not allow linemen down.
I would love to run a shallow cross with Creed Humphrey blocking the guy that I'm running away from.
It seems a bit unfair from a play action standpoint. On what linebackers, as if what linebackers are being asked to do isn't hard enough. We're going to make this impossible for you to tell whether it's a run or pass.
Epic.
So, yeah, no, I'm very happy that it is a penalty. If anything, I think they could make it 2 yards. It used to be 1 yard and a healthy 2. Now they go more by the letter of the law of like, no, you get a yard and that's it. We're done with the RPOs, going a little bit further. I do think there's some that are called that are borderline enough on screens and whatnot where it doesn't really impact another player that end up getting called. And I think that's kind of bogus. But
also, if the offensive lineman engages within a yard.
Yeah, you can block him as far as you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think the rule is just fine the way it is.
But sometimes defensive players know this now and they can disengage with you and you can still get called. That's happened to me before where you start blocking a D tackle at the line of scrimmage, you got him 2 or 3 yards on the field and he'll throw you. And now that I'm not engaged, I'm technically downfield. But the only reason I was engaged was because I was blocking a guy within that yardage. Yeah. I think that shouldn't be a penalty personally. But either way, the rule's good enough. I think offenses really pushed the limit on this stuff a couple years ago. And I think the league, rightfully so, to make it fair for defenses, got it back in line with where the law, the rule and the intent of what it's trying to limit does. What would happen if everyone's eligible to catch a ball? I mean, I don't know. It would, if everyone was eligible to catch a ball, it would be, it would have to drastically change how defense is taught. And the creativity for offense is so great already. If everybody's able to catch a ball, it would open up a lot more creativity, and it just feels like it would be too much. I'm not a fan of it. Part of that's probably just because I know the game and the way it is right now, but like thinking of a guard sloughing off and like somebody having to be responsible to like guard him in case somebody throws him the ball, it just feels like that's a bit too much to me. So I think it's fine just the way it is. I'm also in favor of ineligible numbers. Like, I don't want to see offensive linemen starting to wear number 1. I fucking hate that the NFL changed the rule for defensive linemen. Like, I used to love like these iconic numbers that like defensive ends used to wear, linebackers used to wear. And like now I see like a DN and he's wearing number 1 or number 11. I'm like, fuck off. Like, wear number fucking 98 or something like that. Like, I'm not into this. If you're a big body, you're playing on the line of scrimmage, you should have a big fucking number. I don't want to see this skinny fucking number bullshit. I shouldn't be calling out number 11. He's a fucking good player, but
I don't even know which 11 you're talking about.
Well, every offensive tackle in the NFL does. Mr. Micah Parsons.
Well, he's not a fat boy.
If you're playing on the line, you're playing a fat boy position, and you need to be playing with it. I just don't like the whole numbers. I really liked that you could tell, just as like a fan, I really liked by like even like watching a jersey, looking at a jersey.
I want a quarterback to wear 99.
See, I don't want that. I liked looking at a jersey and knowing, without even fucking knowing the guy, what position that guy played. There was something about the numbers signifying what position you played, and that I just liked. I don't know. I just was a fan of it. I don't like that now the numbers mean nothing on defense. Anybody can wear whatever the fuck they want. And then on offense, you still have ineligible numbers. That's kind of fat shaming. Now that's fat phobia. Just offensive linemen are restricted to wearing these fucking 50 to 70? Is that what it is? 50 to 80?
79.
That's bullshit. Everybody should be restricted.
No.
Receivers are restricted from 80 to 100? What was the old rule? Receivers could wear 80 to 100 or like 1 to 10 or something like that?
80 to 89 and then 1 to 10 through 19.
1 through 19. And then running backs were 20 through 40. 20
49.
through 39.
49.
49. 20 through 49. Linebackers were 40 through 59.
Yeah.
Although I feel like they 60s. Could wear 60 because Chuck Bednarik wore 60.
60s. Yeah, they can go in the 60s.
Anyways, I used to like that. I don't know, man. I dug that history of it and that the numbers had some type of specific reason to why you were wearing it. You don't agree, do you?
I haven't put too much thought into it, no. Well, that does it for Bold Topics, brought to you by Gillette, the best a man can get.
Stamp of the Week is brought to you by Black Rabbit on Netflix. I already gave Isaiah Rodgers the Stamp of the Week on the Hemi nomination on Monday Night Countdown. So that is my stamp. That is my Stamp of the Week. But because I gave it on Monday night, I'll do somebody different for our show purposes. Twitter user Nancy S, who sent intern Brandon customized merch. No, I don't give a fuck about that. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he has been fucking balling. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll give my stamp to Jordan Davis for blocking a fucking field goal for the win. I don't know what I can't think of a better one than that, so I'm going there.
That's a good one. I'm going breakout games. I'm going Tyquan Thornton, man.
There you go. We'll keep it in the house.
Keep it in house this week, guys. I mean, Tyquan Thornton, a guy that is that's kind of been knocking at the door, I think, ever since he came to Kansas City last year, and just been grinding day in, day out, getting acclimated, showing the coaches he can be trustworthy. But on top of that, just sharpening iron, just getting in there and perfecting his craft. You love it when a guy comes in and you can see the growth, man.
Yep.
And for him to get a game ball on Sunday night, make the big time plays that he did, and help propel us into our first win, man, that deserves a stamp from me.
I feel like we should start stamping fans of the week. We need a fan stamp of the week. And I think you got to go with the Eagles guy calling out people wearing other jerseys.
Wrong game.
Give that guy a stamp. That's a fucking great call. We got to stop it with the nonsense. We'll do players because everybody wants to hear about players, which I guess that makes sense. But I'm more interested. What is the person at the game?
Show some love. Yeah. Show some love to
I think some of that stuff is way more interesting sometimes.
I'm with that.
That felt like the one that was a good rant, a good grind my gears segment that I can get on board with. I'm all in on that. Stamp that motherfucker.
Stamp that motherfucker.
I don't know what it means, but you're stamped, Joey. Made man in the New Heights community.
We've been talking a lot of nonsense. It is time, 92%ers.
Be prepared for the least professionally done interview of all time.
We are in way over our head. This is fucking, I still can't wrap my head around it. You guys are going to love this one.
Or you're going to hate it because we're morons. But
but you'll love that.
Keep your cool. Keep your cool. They're here. Keep your cool. Keep your cool.
I'm super excited. This is fucking
Play
so
it
badass.
cool. Play it cool, guys.
Leo and Benicio, let's go.
And what's up, Travis? What's up, Jason? How you guys doing, man?
It's an honor being interviewed by you guys. Thank you.
Our first podcast, fellas. We don't know what's
This is
going
the first
on.
one.
Listen, this is the most unprofessional podcast there has ever been. We act as amateurs over here anyways. All right, here we go. Jason, you want to do the honors, my brother.
Oh, baby, our guests today, between them, have 4 Golden Globe Awards, 2 Academy Awards. They have starred in 13 films that have been nominated for Best Picture. Combined, their films have grossed almost $14 billion at the box office. You know them from their iconic roles in Sicario, Traffic, The Usual Suspects, 21 Grams, Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as Titanic, The Departed, Inception, The Revenant, Wolf of Wall Street, in Hollywood, and now as the stars of the new movie, One Battle After Another. 92%ers, please welcome Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you. That's an intro.
That was an intro.
That was tough.
man.
That was tough.
That was like the WWF. That was
That's
awesome.
that's what we go for here.
Hell yeah.
All energy, baby.
Hall of Famer intro, baby.
How we doing, fellas? Doing good?
Good, man.
Great. Thank you.
Coming to the end of this press tour for this movie, we've been all over the world, haven't we? LA, London, Mexico City. Now we're in New York.
Well, we appreciate your time, man. The movie is fucking amazing. I can't wait to hear everybody's reviews when it comes out this Friday, man. You two in the movie, your dynamic is so fucking good. And Leo, you mentioned that it's political without like feeling like you're taking medicine. And I feel like your guys' dynamic of making it fun and making it like the banter is great. The characters are so great. You feel like you enjoy all the characters. When you saw the script, did you see the comedy aspects in there, or like the hints of like comedy that are in it?
I think the comedy came from the writing and the situation that Paul set up. I mean, he based this on like revolutionaries from the late 1960s, put in a modern day context. And then you have my character who's just trying to raise a daughter who can't get off the couch, who's too stoned to get off the couch. He can't remember the password from his past, and his only homie he can go to is his daughter's karate teacher. The comedy just came from that whole setup. And then I just continue to fail over and over. You think I'm going to use these espionage skills from the past and I just fall off of roofs? We're drinking and driving. I mean,
Yeah. You're breaking the rules.
That is one of the greatest parts of the movie is like, but beneath like this very heavy setting of like revolutionary things happening and like bad actors and the government and all this, like really it's a movie about a father and a daughter. And it's like so relatable on that level. And then it's also relatable on like, you're doing the best you can, but you keep fucking up. Like the password scene was just brilliant. And like, it's now time. All these safeguards have been put in place to actually help protect us. And we can't even get it done because we can't remember the protocols.
he's got to deal with horrible customer service.
Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, there's something about, I mean, I'm a sucker for any movie about a father and a daughter, father and a son. Any way you strike it, like there's just something very like visceral when you see a character trying to protect their child. And you guys just, you did it wonderful, Leo. Benicio, you did a great job of keeping the cool. Had to keep Bob in line.
Always had a beer for Bob when you saw him, man. It's
That's right,
just the OG,
Always had a
man.
Modelo Light.
A man's best friend. Yeah. Yeah.
That all came
That's
from
right.
Paul, though. I mean, Paul was writing this for 15, 20 years. He wanted to do a movie like this that was, that was politically charged, but at the heart of it, it is a story about a father protecting his daughter. I think it was very personal to him too. He wanted to do a story because he was thinking about his own daughter in this crazy world that we live in, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Leo, you were kind of mentioning before we even started this thing that you had always wanted to work with Paul Thomas Anderson, man, and he's one of the greats. And a guy that, for those that don't know, he writes, he directs, he works a lot of the cinematography. Like there's a lot on that guy's plate going into it. What was it that really made you want to like be a part of something or work with him on a project?
I mean, he's one of those generational filmmakers that come come along, once in a lifetime. I remember seeing Boogie Nights for the first time. I was like, damn, this is a cultural moment. I remember playing that CD in my car for months afterwards, just thinking about that movie, the visuals, just the fact that he delved into the world of porn and made all this humanity out of it. He created human beings, and then he just kept improving himself after that. I mean, from that point on, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood was a masterpiece. He's one of those, you just want to be a part of his filmography. You know what I mean? He's one of those great artists that you say, man, I just love to be a sliver in that man's filmography. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that he's one of those few filmmakers out there also that is like totally original, unpredictable. And also, like you said, he brings that human condition, which means he cares about the process of the actor too.
Yeah.
Which makes every actor in this film is fantastic. From small parts, big parts, everyone is fantastic. And that's him.
We got to work with a lot of non-actors too, which was cool. We were in El Paso. We were at the border in Tijuana. We were in Borrego Springs, Northern California. And he brings in a lot of people that have these real jobs, that are real shop owners, corrections officers, military, brings all these people in and informs, the story. Like, what would you do in this circumstance? And what would you say? So we got to work with a lot of people that I think informed what we were doing in a lot of ways.
Yeah. It shined through in the movie. It really does a great job of humanizing some very heavy things throughout. And I always love that when you're seeing both sides, everybody's acting in like self-interest, human interest, and really letting that shine through it's spectacular when a director nails it as well as he did in this film. So well done, fellas.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I kind of wanted to jump on the director bandwagon here. Benicio, you worked with Wes Anderson.
Yes.
In The Phoenician, and I fucking love that one.
Thank you.
It was so, I love the difference in how both of these guys kind of direct in their own worlds and the symmetry and everything. Wes Anderson. What is the biggest difference from a director like Paul and a director like Wes in terms of on set, and just for like the viewers that dream about being on a set with these guys and you guys?
Yeah, I think that Wes is a little bit, he's got everything mapped out. And Paul is mapping it out. He's got a playbook too. Paul has a playbook. He knows what he's going to do, but he allows the actors to go in and find, he's trying to catch the reality in the moment. Wes is finding he's trying to find the reality in a contained manner, but you can still bring yourself into it. It's just a little bit more rigid, because I think Wes is a little bit more like theater and Paul is a little bit more like a documentary.
Yeah.
So if you do a play, you got to know your lines. You got to the blocking's got to be pretty much staged. And then I think Paul tries to catch that lightning right there on the spot. He tries to catch it right there. I mean, we did many things that, are not in the film.
Yeah.
But he's just pushing you to you get a chance to improvise quite a bit. But I mean, with Wes's films, you don't as much. But with Paul, you do get to improvise a little bit. And he might just catch something that was never scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. To add to what he was saying, I mean, there's a lot of sequences. I mean, this is his first kind of action movie, Paul Thomas. Yeah. And like we said, he's a master filmmaker. So I was curious what he was going to do in this genre. But he had a lot of stuff, action TBD, road trip TBD. That's to be determined. This guy comes in straight from Phoenician Scheme and is like, okay, this is what my character is doing. This is what he's not doing. He's got an Underground Railroad situation for immigrants. I know this person in the hospital. And if you kill this guy, I'm not helping him. And we're like,
wow.
So we went, all this stuff. That was what was so cool about working with Paul. We went on We just went on a road trip for a week.
Yeah. In a way. Well, I had to set the pick. He had to roll. Set the pick, he goes. Yeah.
Pick and roll,
So I just went in there. I knew I had to set the pick, I knew that.
All that driving stuff with the Modelo, that happened in 2 days. Paul's like, all right, let's get a new car. Let's get some sort of a building for him to have this system. We just went on a little road trip for the movie because Paul's open to that. I mean, he's not, a lot of writer directors, I feel like, are very rigid in exactly what they want their film to be. But he let us, the actors, really shape the characters and just said, all right, let's go somewhere else. Crew, we're moving out west. Go.
That had to be so refreshing, man. And that's so fucking cool. That's got to be not only a badge of honor because he trusts you guys and your professionalism, but that had to be like refreshing coming from other sets, I'm assuming.
Hey, he trusts me driving that car going 35, 40 miles an hour with this guy, our protagonist, LD, sitting on the edge of the window, and I'm driving. Every now and then he will look at me like this.
Epic scene,
hey, are you okay? There was that eye contact right before, yeah. But he trusts his actors a lot. Yeah,
he does.
I was going to ask who signed on to this one first between you two.
I did, man. I did. I got to. Paul's interesting. He starts like a conversation with you. You don't know if you're doing a movie or not doing a movie. He's like, let's go have dinner. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go have dinner. We're out in Tarzana, some strange restaurant, just starts talking to you. Then he took us both to dinner, starts talking about ideas. Then he'll maybe whisper about something that you might be involved in. You're like, okay, give me a call when that happens. Then 4 months later, there's another dinner, right?
And then I get a picture. This is the character you're going to play. And he sends me a picture of a tiger. It's a poster. It's a tiger dressed in a judo kimono. And that's Sensei.
Yeah.
And I'm going, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah. I get it,
Oh, yeah. There's hints of that throughout the movie, too. I remember seeing that in the apartments.
Benicio, are you an actual sensei? Do you do martial arts?
No, I did a little bit when I was younger. I did a little bit of Taekwondo and I did a little bit of judo.
Okay.
Which judo was kind of like interesting. There's a couple moves. There's a couple moves, the sweep that is like, it can get you out of a lot of jams. But, but I'm not a sensei. I'm not a sensei.
Leo, I got to ask you about the taser scene. That was a little bit too good acting.
Dude, like you beat me to it, dude. You got to ask it.
Have you actually been tased before?
Dude, you
got to have felt that to be able to do that good.
I just felt the shock of what it must be like. But no, that was not real.
Watched a few YouTube videos and
a lot of people are like, did you do your own stunts? I'm like, hell no, I didn't fall off that roof, man. I would not be sitting here.
I was in tears, dude.
I would not be sitting here.
I was in tears, man.
That was the cool thing about this character. Every time we got up to the point where, okay, when does Bob do something heroic? And we just were like, nah, let him fuck up again.
Yeah.
He was on his couch getting stoned, and then he found out his daughter's gone. He's paranoid, man. He's not going to be mobile enough to pull anything. All the way to the end of the movie, we still didn't have what the ending was going to be. We're like, is this where Bob does a heroic moment? And then Paul right there's like, no. What you did is moved on to the next generation. She has to accept the trauma of your actions. You're going to do nothing heroic except be her dad and say,
and never give up.
Here. Yeah, and never give up.
And never give up. Yeah.
Fucking brilliant, man.
Is it harder to act like you've been tased or high on quaaludes? What's harder there?
Well, I got to say that quaalude sequence, I didn't know when I was shooting it, but we were there for 3 or 4 days. I thought it was like a couple shots, and Marty had 50 shots set up for me crawling around up and down stairs, falling, getting into the car. I was like, damn, I didn't know the tase thing was like 20 minutes. We were
all right, there you go.
Yeah.
Boom, nailed it.
You guys have both worked with, obviously, we already talked about the two Anderson directors, but Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg. Is there anything that like all these guys have in common in terms of all the greats you guys have worked with? Is there one common denominator?
What would you say that one common?
I would say that the ability to listen, to collaborate. Yeah. I think the ones that I consider like greats, that they will listen. They're willing to collaborate, and some less than others. But I think that I think it would be like a coach, that listens to what you're on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
You're playing it.
Yeah.
You could sit on the sidelines and, and imagine what it would be like, but it's different when you walk in the line, So I think that the directors for me are the ones that will allow you to that will listen to what you say regarding the actual game,
And I would just add that, some directors, you have to fit into a context or a perception of a world they create. You know what I mean? There's a lot of plots that are hard to unravel, that are very intricate, that doesn't allow a lot of movement. But even those directors, if they allow you as an actor to say, Scorsese says this all the time, I don't care about plot. I don't care about plot. He goes, I want to go with the emotion of what the actor does, because that's the story to me. Sometimes it could be less, sometimes it could be more. But when I watch a movie, those are the moments that I remember,
Right.
I don't think about, this happened in the plot, that happened. I was like, that moment with those actors, that felt like real life to me. It's funny. It's crazy. Joe Pesci in Goodfellas, that moment, he's trying to capture those moments of real life that make you, that make you feel something, that make you feel like you're a part of the story in a way.
I mean, every movie is different. Every story is different. Every co-star is different. So imagine you guys playing with a different team and a different coach almost every other game. The actor has to be flexible, because otherwise you'll break.
On the flip side, is there a common denominator for the actor to have for all these different directors? I mean, you guys have been with some of the best directors ever to do it. Is there a common denominator for you guys that you go in knowing that you have your style of acting, but is there any bend in how you approach things depending on who that director is?
Yeah, I think for me, yes. The bottom line is you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
You can't expect a director to be there for you if you're not there for them too. So you have to do your preparation, whatever it is, understand the story, where you are in the story, because a lot of movies are shot, out of order. So I think that, there's a lot of things that go into play, but I think, you have to also be prepared.
It's like condition training. We got to know our lines. That's the basic fundamentals. Go in there, know your lines, and you're going to adapt to different actors and their style of doing things. Some people want to go more by the script. Some people, for example, like Jonah Hill. I mean, this guy's the greatest improvisational actor I've ever worked with. The guy will take the scene off to left field, and you got to somehow reel it back in and understand what the hell. We have an ending to the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This character's got to get from point A to, and Jonah Hill will just talk about whatever the hell he wants. And you just got to react. You got to be on your toes. There's different actors in all these different films that have different approaches.
But I'm sure there's a bunch of magic that happens when Jonah does that. And I don't know, there's so many similarities when hearing you guys talk about directors and coaches and teams in football. And that's how us two idiots think about the world. But the best coaches find ways of creating structure and putting in plays, but at the same time allowing the personality and the uniqueness of their individual players manifest through that, right? That's when it becomes special, is when you have guys who are talented and how can we utilize these guys to their strengths? Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes, and all that. So it just rings so true. And it also makes, not to crap on any director specific style, but as a player, I just love when you get input and you get ownership over what is being created, right? That's what always makes me feel much better about it. And that sounds like exactly the way this movie went down with you guys. And that's got to be just such a great feeling to know that this thing's coming out and the world's going to see it, and that you were not just a part of being an actor, but a part of actually making the creative piece in a more holistic way, right?
Yep. Part of a team.
Let me ask you guys a question. Are some of these coaches way more structured and rigid, and other ones allow you to improvise more? How does it work? Or is it
Leo, there are some assholes out there, man. There are some
I've had the fortune of only playing for one coach. Jason, he's gone through a handful of them, so he's got a bunch of different understanding of it all, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jason.
Well, just between college and the pros, and I was fortunate. I had one offensive line coach in the NFL, and I'm a good I'm a good teammate. I'm a good player. I've liked in some capacity every coach I've ever played for. There's things you like about every single one of them, and there's things that you wish were different. But I've been a part of the micromanaging coaches that want everything done their way and militaristic. And I just don't think that leads to much creative, like it just doesn't ever become the maximum potential that it could be. And the coaches that know how to get the most out of people and how to motivate them, let their personality show. It's something Andy Reid, that's one of my favorite things he always says, let your personality show. He wants his guys to go out there and be themselves because he's going to get the best version of them. Instead of trying to make them fit this specific thing, let's find a way to incorporate this guy into the offense. So it's just done, and it feels better as a player.
It sounds like acting, man.
There we go.
Welcome to Hollywood.
There we go, baby.
Just like that.
We go.
It's exactly like that.
I will say this: Coach Reid came in to Kansas City, and he kind of had to break a culture. So my first taste of Coach Reid was very much you're doing it this way. You're doing it this way. And once we kind of recreated that culture into where he could trust us and we could collaborate and we could make it, that's when we really got the train rolling and started to have a bunch of success, as well as getting a guy like Pat Mahomes.
Everyone starts on that totem pole of you're going to do what you're told to do right now.
Yeah.
And then as they get to know you, as they get to know your strengths, then you start getting they start giving a little bit more. Like as Stout my offensive line coach, starts to understand me and we start talking the same language, I feel more empowered to be like, hey, what if we did this, this, and this? And hey, that's a good idea. I like this. Let's try it out. And then it's just, it starts developing into a relationship.
At least you asked.
Sometimes you can't ask. You gotta earn your right. You gotta earn your right to party.
There we go, baby.
You gotta earn your right, baby.
Here we go.
You already know, baby.
Yeah.
I was saying that sometimes the bullets are flying and you can't ask. You just got to fucking do it.
You got to just go.
I do it. In the middle of a whole situation, you got to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And some directors are very structured too, and you got to find your way within their structure.
Yeah.
There's some of them are rigid like that. They have a playbook of exactly how they want the stories to go, and there's not a lot of room to play in that. But I think the funner movies to do are the ones where you get to come in with your own ideas and change stuff around.
And there's something about having an experience, right? So you work with an actor like Leo. For me, he's been around for a while, so I know we can move. A look will mean something. If he wants to go again, I'll get out of the way so he goes again. So there's that, and that helps a lot sometimes. But we had the experience of working with a lot of non-actors in this film, and it was kind of funny because I think that helped Leo and myself bringing the energy and getting these non-actors to get behind us and believe what we're trying to make them believe.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. They jumped right in line. They came in and it set the tempo for Leo and myself that we were both part of a team.
Yeah.
You guys ever gone off script and had a director looking at you like, come here, son. Come over here.
Oh, yeah.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that with the football ever again.
Oh, yeah. I had a director once come up to me and say, don't ever take off an article of clothing while you're talking.
Why's that?
I guess for the sound.
Oh, for the sound, because of the mics.
Because the mics.
Audio guys.
Yeah, audio. Well, I don't know, but he was like, wow, what the hell?
Do you guys have a welcome to acting? Like we ask athletes this, and it's kind of like when you first get started. Like I was playing with Michael Vick, and I grew up watching Michael Vick, and it was just like a holy shit moment for me that I'm actually playing football with this guy. When you guys first got going, were there any holy shit, I'm on set with X, or I'm doing a movie here, or I'm a part of something? What were your guys' kind of holy shit moments for acting?
Like holy shit in a positive way, or like a holy shit?
It could be either. It's really whatever stands out.
It could be either, yeah.
I had some negative ones too.
I probably had more negative ones than I had positive ones.
I remember auditioning when I was very young. I was like a child actor. My stepbrother was an actor, and there were these acting agents that would line you up like cattle, and they just go, and I was a break dancer. I'd break dance for like money on the streets sometimes. So I had like the step haircut.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
It was like, yes, yes, no. And they look at me, no. And then yes, yes, yes. And they all got agents. And I remember saying to my dad, this is horrible. I went back and they did it again. Yes, yes, no.
No.
And I just remember my dad saying, someday you're going to have your time, son. Just keep at it, keep at it. And then, I got to do, and then another thing that was funny. I first got my, these aren't holy shit. I'm just thinking about my whole past.
No, this is great. This is holy shit to me. This is holy shit for those agents. Those agents right now are like, what the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah.
And then they gave me you remember your first photos that you got?
Oh, yeah, headshots, yeah.
And they said, your name is too, I finally got an agent. They said, your name is too ethnic. I go, what do you mean? It's Leonardo DiCaprio. They go, no, too ethnic. They're never going to hire you. Your new name is Lenny Williams. I said, what is Lenny? I was 12, 30. I said, what is Lenny Williams? So we took your middle name and we made it now you're Lenny. And my dad saw his photo, ripped it up, and he said, over my dead body. And I said, really? Or Benny Dell. Benny Dell?
Benny Dell.
Mr. Dell. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a trick. Benny Dell.
Yeah.
Lenny Williams, Benny Dell.
Benny Dell, let's go.
This podcast would not be the same with Lenny Williams and Benny Dell. I tell you that right now.
That WWE intro would not sound the same.
But that moment that you were talking about of, oh shit, I remember seeing it, and it brings us back to one battle, was the first time I met Sean Penn.
Yeah,
he was that young actor that I was always going like, I want to do movies like he does, the type of movies he does, and I think it was for me was Sean Penn.
Yeah.
That had to be cool working with him on this one, man.
Yes. I mean, I didn't get to. I've known him. I've been a part of his films when he directed, but he was that. Oh shit! This is Sean Penn. I'm gonna go.
Mine was De Niro. Right. Yeah, mine was De Niro. That audition with De Niro that I had.
That's so fucking cool, man.
Are there any other career milestones that you guys are thinking about? Like, I mean, we asked this to like Brad Pitt, and ironically enough, he said the next thing he would want to in his career is to work with Paul Thomas Anderson, which is just like hilarious that he would. Now we're talking to you guys making a Paul Thomas Anderson film, but what is are there any bucket list career items that you guys want to knock off?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, I'm getting one soon. I'm going to get to work with Scorsese again. And to me, that man is a national treasure. He's the greatest director, and I just feel so damn lucky to be able to do it, man.
Yes. Hey, maybe you can call him for me and say, hey, bring Benny Dell. Benny Dell. New York, Benny Dell.
Benny Dell.
I got this up and coming.
Benny Dell from the Bronx.
Benny Dell from the Bronx.
That does sound like a Scorsese actor. Benny Dell. That's
Benny
great.
Dell.
Well, let's get into this last segment, guys, and get you out of here. We appreciate you guys. We got one more segment called We Gotta Ask. You don't have to answer. You can tell us to fuck off, but we gotta ask. You don't have to answer. This is a sports podcast, so we gotta ask, what is your greatest athletic achievements?
I mean, you can't what am I supposed to compare?
Well, I played basketball in high school, and I got, I played varsities as a freshman. So I got
that's what I'm
four
saying,
letters.
baby.
I got
the same, baby.
Yeah.
We're the same.
Yeah. But
Let's
I don't
go,
have your
baby.
hands, man. I don't have your hands. If I had your hands, I'll be in the NBA.
Freshman on varsity, baby.
Yeah, I never made any varsity anything. Tried to in basketball, but me and my friends are too short. I say it wasn't any big achievement, but we went back to play those varsity guys a few years later. They were destroying us. This is like, a half-court game. 3-pointers in our face over and over again. And I just said to my buddy Alex, I said, let's go back with the fundamentals. Let's be Bob Cousy and Jerry West. And we started to whistle the Globetrotters theme. I was like, pick and roll, baby. Pick and roll. We did that. And we're doing it so obnoxiously, we actually found a way to win this game.
That's amazing. Let's go.
We were little guys.
It's electric, man.
Yeah. Pick and roll.
I love it.
Layups.
Let's get to the rim, baby.
Is there a greatest sporting event you guys have ever seen in person? A favorite sporting event?
Kobe, Shaq, Trailblazers, the Lob. I think that was to win the Western Conference Finals.
God, that is an unbelievable.
And then I got to be there for Michael Jordan's last shot in Utah Jazz. That one. Whew.
That was incredible.
Those are two fucking bangers, man.
We had Shaq on, and he said that was his favorite dunk of all time. I mean, that is
the whole stadium just shot up into the air. I remember that. That was an incredible moment, man.
Benicio, anything from you?
I'm thinking, well, I did go to, I think it was 1980. And it was the Sixers versus the Lakers, and it was Magic Johnson was the finals. I think it was game 4. It's the famous game that Dr. J does that shot.
No way.
The scoop.
The scoop.
You saw that live?
I was live.
No!
I was sitting up there, yes.
That's another.
Yes,
man, you guys have
He
seen
comes
some
from the
fucking
right,
epic
he
games.
scoops it under.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kareem is right there just watching it.
Oh, that is ill.
Yes.
So good.
It feels like slow motion every time he does it too, man. He just floats in the air.
I think it was May 11th, 1980.
Damn, you got the
Yeah, I got the day. Well, because I got the picture of the shot. Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man.
That's epic, man. God damn, those are some bangers. What's on your guys' Mount Rushmore of movies? It could be ones you've been in. It could be ones
Travis put
that you
himself in his
absolutely
own list of Mount Rushmore of football players.
What do you mean?
Oh, here comes the brothers.
He's very modest. He's a very modest man.
It's just I've always wanted to be on Mount Rushmore. Okay,
Mount Rushmore of movies. I gotta say, East of Eden with James Dean. I saw that when I was 14.
Wow.
I gotta say, Taxi Driver with De Niro,
Yeah, baby.
Scorsese, 2001: Space Odyssey. What I don't know. I feel like we're doing our greatest 4 of all time.
I'll just go with the movie that I saw when I was a kid that really impressed me was Papillon.
Papillon was amazing.
Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
I
I'm gonna have to put that on the
you
list,
gotta
man.
put that
Check
on.
it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Papillon.
It's on the list.
Papillon. And then I think you mentioned on the waterfront.
On the water.
You know,
incredible. Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando, yeah.
Marlon
Brando. That's all we had to hear. There we are. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
We kind of heard Leo mention that he saw a movie and wanted to become an actor. For both you guys, was there ever a specific moment or a specific movie that you guys watched where you knew that was like, man, I want to do that one day?
I wanted to be an actor very, very young. I remember. I remember being 4, 5 years old, and I'm like, found out you could get an agent and like do it professionally. And I just started begging my parents, take me to auditions. It was very strange. I used to imitate my parents' crazy friends that would come over to the house and do imitations of them all day and play characters. And I was like, you could do this for a job? I mean, I don't need to go be an accountant or a travel agent. I can actually do this for a job. And I was kind of like the pusher. I was the stage child. You know, they have like stage parents that are like, you have to go to this. I was like, Mom, get me to audition. Drive me there now.
You knew.
I knew. I was like, I got to get out of this neighborhood. I got to go.
I love it.
I guess for me, I came into acting a little bit later. I came to acting when I was a freshman in college. And I think I remember seeing Raging Bull.
Yeah.
And I grew up in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And so, it just reminded me of people I knew, the Italians, the Latin thing. And that movie really it's just like De Niro and Pesci and Kathy Moriarty. I mean,
oh yeah,
everybody in it. It was so incredible, that movie. Yeah.
Mine was East of Eden. I think I saw that very young.
Rocky was also kind of like, I remember seeing Rocky and doing the egg thing.
Oh yeah.
And I was maybe 10. Or 9, just doing the egg thing and puking.
Yeah. Not as good as Rocky.
Yeah, not as good. Not as good. Not as good. Yeah.
Leo, once and for all, we got to know who's your team. Who are we rooting for? We got all these pictures.
We got all the
of multiple sport. Like, is there a specific one we're going for?
It's funny. Absolutely not. No, I got no team.
No loyalty.
No loyalty to anything. I'm a Lakers fan. That's
okay.
Absolutely what I could say. But the hats always just were like, oh, that's a cool symbol. That's a dope hat. And I just started doing that my whole life. I don't know. Different college teams, different football teams, different not a lot of different basketball teams.
Do you have some favorite ones that are just, because I'm the same way, like Oakland Athletics, the hat, I just love the way it looks. It's just so awesome.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Seattle Supersonics, like that, like
Ooh, that was
jersey
a
and like
good
color
one,
combo. I used to love that one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, what's your favorite you're going with, you think?
I don't know. I like the KC one. I like the Raiders hat. I like the Raiders hat back in the day. But now I just wear LA.
There you go.
Yeah. Dodgers.
Can't go wrong.
But you had, what do you had? You had a Bulls
I had a
hat
Bulls
on.
hat on the
Yeah.
other day. Yeah, I
Ooh, like a
love
classic, like an old school Bulls?
Old school
or-
Bulls, yeah.
Oh,
old
man, that's what I'm talking about. I'm all about the old vintage flat brims with the from the 90s. Any 90s hockey, basketball, or baseball logo, I'm all in on it, man.
Kansas City is a good one.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They're not changing that thing anytime soon.
No, no. I have a vintage one from the 80s of Kansas City. Yeah. Football, yeah.
Let's go.
It's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
come on out to Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Benicio,
I love
come on
to.
out, baby.
I love to. Yes.
Get this thing rocking for you, brother.
Let's go.
What's the best note a director has ever given you guys?
I guess I had a director, I think it was Oliver Stone once. I was doing a scene and he comes up to me and he goes, penetrate.
Penetrate.
Yeah, you're staying on the 3-point line. Penetrate. Bring it in. Get in there. Yeah. And I thought that was cool.
Got to get into the paint, baby.
Yeah, get into the paint, draw a foul.
Get dirty, baby.
Yeah, I think when we're talking about, I guess I told a whole bunch of negative oh wow moments, right?
No.
But my big oh wow moment was being able to do a film with De Niro called This Boy's Life. I was 16 years old. That was like I can't believe I'm on set from coming from television, doing this great show called Growing Pains, but then damn, you're on a set with Robert De Niro, you know?
Yeah.
And
Holy shit,
the seriousness, the focus, just the way I remember walking, the whole set went quiet. I'm like, what's everyone so nervous about? I'm like, Jesus Christ, let's joke around here. I was like, and then to watch this guy's focus. And I remember I had like a scene with him where I needed to like step up. And I remember the director saying, watch him. He goes, pain is temporary, film is forever. Pain is temporary, film is forever. I was like, got it. That was like the note that
Hell yeah.
hit me the hardest.
Leo, I got to ask, one of my favorite movies of all time. You've been asked this 1,000 times, but I got to ask. One of my favorite movies of all time is Shutter Island.
Oh, cool.
Do you does he know? Does he know what's happening at the end?
I think Scorsese wanted that to be
open-ended.
Open-ended. I got my answer.
Yeah.
I got my answer. I'll tell you what my answer is. My answer is he couldn't deal with the pain of what had happened to him, and he decides to go in and sort of end the pain. He couldn't deal with it.
He has that look back at the end of it where it's like, yeah, he knows what's happening.
That was my answer. But, these directors don't like to.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't keep it obscure.
Speaking of open questions, we got one last question for you guys. We get asked all the time. Jason was a former linebacker turned offensive center. I was a ex-quarterback turned tight end. We get asked all the time what it would have been like if we would have switched positions or if we didn't switch positions. So we wanted to ask you guys if you could act in one role that the other person had starred in. Who would you want to be, you think?
Damn. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, Sicario that would have been a cool thing to do.
Okay.
Traffic was amazing, but Sicario, that guy was ridiculous. You see him?
Thank you. I like to watch that. I like to watch that.
Kill him in front of his family.
That shit badass.
Yeah. I would say Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good
That one looks
answers.
fun, man.
Good answers. Hey,
Do the breakdance. Yeah.
The breakdance finally came back.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Dudes, thank you so much for this. This was a fucking blast, man. Thank you for your
guys.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for blessing us with this
God
movie.
bless you.
This
Yeah.
movie is so badass. Cannot wait to see how the world reacts to this thing. And
People
thank
got to
you
go
guys for
see it in the
time,
theaters, too. You got to tell them
Yep.
to go see it in the theaters, man.
Man. Oh, yeah.
In theaters, don't wait for this thing to come out and watch it from your living room. Get the true experience this Friday, September 26th. Check it right now. One battle after another. Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro. Thank you so
Yes,
much, guys.
sir.
You guys are the best.
Thank you,
That was
guys.
amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you to Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro. One battle after another is now in theaters this Friday, September
Go to the
26th.
theaters and see it. I'm telling you, you are not going to be disappointed. Yes. Oh,
We
Lenny
already-
Williams and Benny Dell, baby.
Benny Dell and Lenny Williams. We watched it not in theaters just to kind of get a little preview for it. So, but you go watch it in the theaters. Come on, support the movies. Support your local theater.
Hell yeah, man. It's the best, dude.
Get some popcorn and milk duds. Get some cavities. Where are you going to get cavities if you don't go to the movie theater? What are we doing? That wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thank you to our guests, Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro,
Yes,
a.k.a.
sir.
Lenny Williams and Benny Dell.
So good.
Make sure you subscribe to the New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus on the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
That's actually impressive that you can do that all while holding your breath. Once again, New Heights, a Wondery show brought to you by Reese's Oreo Cups. And dang nabbit, if you don't go and get you some of those peanut butter cups and Oreo cookies, man. All wrapped into one. God, this shit's amazing, man. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. Thank you guys for giving us your time and and having some fun with us. Thanks to the New Heights production team for always making us looking better than what we are. And thank you to the 92%ers for keep tuning in. We'll see you guys next week after week 4 of the NFL, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Are you freaking out? You're freaking out.
I don't know what it is. Those guys were fucking amazing.
They're cool, man.
I fucking love cool
They thought
people.
you were
They
cool.
just
They said we were
They
cool.
said no. They said it. They said it. I think they're just pros. I think they're just pros. They do
No,
that
no,
every
no.
single
No,
time.
no,
So they
no,
get
no.
good,
Take the
good
compliment. Take
reviews.
the
They get, oh, if we say they're cool, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I thought it was cool. But they're gonna like us. But they don't know that I already love them. They didn't know that.
I was talking to some incredible actors that I have no business talking to.
Well, no fucking.
I just feel
business.
like every time I'm interviewing somebody like Leo or Brad or
what
Benicio del
makes
Toro,
a good actor?
Yeah, I just feel like Chris Farley in those like SNL scenes where like I'm like, so
remember?
And I want to bring up all of these like career achievements while we're talking to them. We're also trying to be, I mean, the movie that's coming out Friday is going to be spectacular. But I also want to ask about like all these other movies and things. And it's like, how do I do this without sounding just like the biggest fanboy of all time? And
dude,
it's difficult.
Sometimes you just got to
It's
fanboy
difficult.
it up, man.